Thank you very much.
Okay, we apologize for the technical problem that just happened just now. So let me just continue. So in this opportunity, we have the great pleasure of having Kak Yohanes Sidi, go-to-market and product manager at Grab Indonesia. He's also an alumnus of our beloved university and graduated from the International Marketing Program in 2015. He is here with us to be sharing his ideas and perspectives on creating potential post-pandemic business by using digital innovation. To lead this session, allow me to hand over the screen to our moderator, Ms. Anggreni Hapsari. Ms. Anggreni, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Jessie. Well, we apologize for the technical error just now. And good afternoon, Venusian, and welcome to our international seminar today. In this very special occasion, we're going to have approximately 90 minutes of interesting discussion about creating potential post-pandemic business by using digital innovation. I'm very sorry that I cannot use the virtual background. I hope it's not disrupt your concentration. And with us now, our special guest lecturer, Kak Yohanes Sidi. Hello, Kak Yohanes.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. And of course, we really appreciate your time and to be able to share your expertise with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm quite sure that all participants here are eager to learn from the seminars today. And before that, I would like to express my gratitude to the International Office of Venus University and also the team, and also Venus Collaboration Center and team for arranging and also allowing me to conduct this discussion. But before we start, I would like to read a little bit about our guest speaker today, Kak Yohanes Sidi. To be honest, he has a lot of accomplishment and it will take hours to talk about his achievements. Well, if you are familiar with his face, maybe he is our alumni who graduated on 2015 and also earned his Bachelor of Economic majoring international marketing. He was also participating in student exchange program to University in Malaysia by joining the Asian International Mobility for Students program scholarship from Indonesian government. His very recent achievement, including Samsung SEAO Marketing Award for a consistent marketing initiative campaign on 2018, and he is now working for Grab for Business as go-to-market and product manager. So Venusian, please give your virtual applause to our speaker today and welcome Kak Yohanes. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think kita seumuran because I read
really?
I read your resume and angkatan 2011, right?
Yes, I am. I'm not that old, so yeah.
Yes, and me too. Okay, a little reminder, Kak Yohanes, your given time to share your presentation will be limited to 50 minutes maximum, and the remaining time will be dedicated for our Q&A session. Without any further ado, the screen is yours now. Thank you.
All right. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me share my screen.
Sure.
All right, can you guys see my screen now? It's a Grab logo.
Yes,
All right.
are seeing
Okay.
the logo now.
Okay, so hi everyone. I think as mentioned before, I'm Yohanes. I'm the go-to-market and product manager in Grab. Been in this role for 2.5 years now. Prior to Grab, I was the product marketing manager in Samsung and Microsoft for almost 5 years. Yes, I am a Venusian as well. So, yep, let's jump in right away to the presentations. But I think before we start, I'm going to show you this one video. Let's watch it together, okay?
Dari kecil, ibu selalu ngingetin, jangan lupa makan. Karena orang yang bekerja keras itu biasanya jadi orang yang terakhir makan. Tapi biarpun makan itu penting, orang sering lupa. Makanya kita harus ingetin orang yang kita sayang supaya jangan lupa makan dimanapun mereka berada. Dan kalau bisa, kita makan bersama. Karena makanan akan terasa lebih enak kalau dinikmati bersama. Kalaupun lagi sendirian, jangan lupa makan. Karena penting juga untuk perhatiin diri kita sendiri. Tapi buat yang selalu perhatiin orang lain, siapa ya yang perhatiin mereka? Yang pastiin mereka nggak lupa makan? Pada akhirnya, makanan bukan cuma buat mengisi perut, tapi juga mengisi hati.
All right, so I hope everyone already ate your lunch and hopefully you guys order it from GrabFood, not the other applications. No, I'm just joking. So yeah, in today's webinar, we're gonna talk about how Grab utilizing digital innovations and developing post-pandemic business potential. And just a heads up, I'm going to give away some Grab gifts, Grab food vouchers at the end of the session. So it's gonna be fun, and let's jump it right away. If we talk about Grab, we are known as the everyday everything apps, where we serve more than 400 cities in 8 countries with million applications users and more than 2 million merchant partners. And we are accelerating the digital transformations and empowering people through all our services, from our transportation service such as GrabCar and GrabBike, Food and Mart delivery, Grab Express for your logistic delivery, Grab Ads for companies' targeted exposure platform. We also have Grab for Business. It is our B2B platform where company can use our platform as their company commuting services, corporate for order, and many more. And last but not least, we do have Grab Gift, the e-vouchers Grab that I'll explain more in a bit. All right, so before we dive in more into Grab, let's talk about the opportunity in Indonesia itself. For Grab to grow its business, we must be able to address the unique challenge in each of these countries, right? And Indonesia is certainly a unique country, full of challenge, but also many opportunities. Of course, innovation and technology is one of the key answer to these challenges by making solutions and making opportunities for a wider community. Well, Indonesia is perfect example of the implementation of digital technology. We are one country with more than 270 million people, 17,000 islands, and more than 300 languages. But the problem at hand also extraordinarily complex. Well, let's take a look at Jakarta, one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world. We just launched mass transportation, I think around 2 years ago, right? Our MRT and also LRT. Plus, there are tens of millions of cars, motorbikes, bicycle on the street in Jakarta every day, and as a result, we end up with very congested road with average travel time from 3 to 4 hours per day. These are some of the challenges that Grab wants to help to solve together with the government of Indonesia, and we see enormous growth potential and the opportunity for Indonesia to become Southeast Asia largest digital economy in the future by 2030. We're gonna dive in today's webinar into three main topics to understand how Grab utilizing digital innovations in creating more opportunities in Indonesia. So we're gonna learn about the power of data itself. And then the second topic will be covering on the geofencing technology And last but not least, on the digital gifting initiative. If we talk about data, I think that's the most important and valuable things right now in the world. From data, we can identify who's our buyer, what kind of behavior that our users usually do, or even we can utilize data for any targeted campaigns or new product enhancement, right? Beside that data, also one of the most important things in solving problems and innovations. Data-oriented decisions are at the core of our business model in Grab. So let me give you the example to help you understand more about how data can be utilized during this pandemic and soon to be post-pandemic situations. Let's see this quick illustrations here. In Grab, of course, we want to provide the best service to the community, right? We want to use data every day to help our customer to be able to meet our driver partners when they need it, as well as on driver partners to find more passenger for their income. Using a predictive technology and real-time monitoring, we can predict when there is a high demand and tell our drivers to go there. This will help not only passengers to avoid long queues, but also help driver partners to be much more productive without wasting too much time. Two problems immediately resolved. Taking the example of after office near Grand Indonesia, for example, from picture A. We can see many visitors are waiting to go home from Grand Indonesia, and at the same time, usually the supply of Grab car or Grab bike slightly declining due to high demand. So in Grab, using the predictive technology, we are mobilizing driver to high demand area, as you can see on the section B. But of course, we need some trigger, right, for driver to go there. We are adjusting the fare into high fare to motivate them to go there and take the passengers like in picture C or section C. Well, it seems like it's really simple. The illustration and implementation is really simple. But what seems or looks simple can be significantly impactful with the right utilizations of data and can create a quite big impact for our customer and also for our driver partners. Let's take a look to another example of the power of data. These two pictures are the illustrations on our driver partner applications. So we call it heat map technology. This color represent the density of demand in each area. Light greens means low demand density, and dark red indicates very high demand density. Let's see on the left pictures. On Monday morning, people get to work, right? The morning rush hour tends to be more distributed as many people go from different places in Jakarta, for example, in these maps. But on the right picture, on Friday night after work, a very congested heat map appears in downtown Jakarta, where main business districts are usually located. So from this heat map, it helps our driver partners to track requests in real time. It can be very helpful when there are unforeseen circumstances, such as like bad weather, raining heavily in Jakarta, or public transport breakdowns. Sometimes before the news even get up, we can see it from our heat map technology. So from this two example, for sure we see data as one of the core on how business can survive in this pandemic or soon to be post-pandemic situations. But actually, there is one more important aspect in this case. It is the agility. Well, I believe some of you already know or heard about Grab Protect, right? Can I see like a thumbs up or like a chat in the chat box if you have ever tried Grab car or Grab bike? All right. So yeah, we've launched this Grab Protect innovations, safety and hygiene protocols to provide the highest standard of cleanness in driving as part of our agility in adapting to the situations. So this initiative covers several points. The first one is online health declarations technology and Salvi Mask for our driver partners. Equip the vehicles with plastic partitions and cleaning equipment. And also, passengers now can cancel the trip if the mask requirements are not met by our driver partners. So this is the implementations of the agility where Grab realized that with the right utilization of data, it's not enough. For example, if we can't be adapt or agile with the current situations, even though we have a high-tech technology backing us up, it won't giving any effect, right? If there is no demand in the market where people are scared commuting or using our services. So I think the agility and also the utilization of data need to be moved at the same time. And in additions to Grab Protect, we also introduce geofencing features that can detect driver partners gathering in the same place in the same group for more than 3 peoples. So we have implemented this at I think like early 2020, if not mistaken, on the early stage of pandemic situation in Jakarta, in Indonesia, I mean. So Grab is the first technology company to introduce this kind of situation technology called geofencing. So this system will send driver partner notifications asking them to maintain a safe distance. Of course, this is important to maintain the health of our driver partners and also maintain the consumer as well. And again, this is the example of technology being used for good, and this is also one of the part on how Grab can help the government in reducing the number of COVID-19 in Indonesia. All right, we've already talked about the power of data. We already talked about the geofencing. So now let's talk about our newest digital innovations in gifting. Again, before I continue, I want to know like how many of you ever heard about Grab Gift? Can you type in like yes or no in the chat group, chat box? I mean, no one, nobody ever heard about Grab Gift. Really? Oh, I see. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, no, no. Okay, majority no. All right, I'm sad right now. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna give like 1 vouchers to the first yes on the chat group. I think I need the help of the community to take the name. Yeah, I'm gonna give you like a 50K GrabFood vouchers for telling me yes at the first time. All right. So let's talk about Grab Gift. We do realize that in this pandemic situations like 2 years back, gifting becoming quite hard for some people. Because like usually people buy gift offline, right? They hand it over directly, but then due to the lockdown, PPKM, some of you perhaps did some new things like purchasing gift online from the e-commerce, send it to your home, you wrap it with a cute paper wrap and then a gifting card, and then send it again to your friends, hopefully via Grab Express. And it is quite hustling, right? And costly at the same time because like you need to cover all the delivery fee and also other fee and gifting this one gift to your friends or family or your loved ones. With this background, we come up with the new way of gifting called Grab Gift. So Grab Gifts are our digital cards or e-vouchers that offer a fixed value discount of Grab services for Grab rides, Grab transport like Grab car or Grab bike, Grab food, Grab mart, and delivery booking. So let me run through on how users can experience this new way of gifting. If you have Grab applications, hopefully like 278 people here already have the Grab applications. You can open the Grab applications and then you can file the gift tiles like on the screen, gift card styles. When you click it, you can choose the type of gift card you want to give. So you do have like a Ramadan gift card, birthday, congratulations, and many more designs. Then after you choose the design, you can choose your recipient right away from your contact list. Then you can choose up to 3 options for your recipient to choose later on. For example, you want to give food vouchers, transport vouchers, and also mart vouchers. So beside this general vouchers, you can actually give specific merchant vouchers as well, such as like Starbucks, McDonald's. So when the recipient receives it, they can buy Starbucks or McDonald's via our vouchers via GrabFood order. So after you choose the gift options, you choose your denominations, then you put your personalized message. Like for example, happy birthday, wishing you all the best, blah, 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 blah. Then you click continue. Once you click continue, then we will give you like a preview of your order. Then you pay and send a gift. That's it from the sender perspective. When you click pay, the recipient will receive as soon as possible a push notification on their phone that you receive a gift. When they click it, it will be directly popping up the gift card designs and also like a pop-up balloons, and also your message will be popping up with via confetti. Then after that, they can choose the vouchers they want the redeems. So for example, like when I signed the vouchers, I choose McDonald's, Toastbox, and also Grab Premium Ride. And then I want to redeem, like, for example, McDonald's. I click McDonald's, then I click redeem, and it will be go directly to my reward page. So every time I want to order McDonald's, I can use this discounted vouchers right away. It is simple, convenience for both parties, the sender and also the recipients. So now you know what is GrabGift, right? And how to use it. Let's zoom in on what's the core marketing strategy of GrabGift and how we can utilize this digital innovation in the post-pandemic, especially in Ramadan season that we already passed just now. We have 4 main pillars if we talk about the marketing strategy. So the first one is on how we can increase our active users by maximizing festive season such as Ramadan, Chinese New Year, Valentine's Day, or Christmas, and even end of year. We also want to build new gifting moment outside festive season. So for example, like on birthdays, apologize message, or happy graduations gift, and so on. Moving on to the third pillar, on we have how we can unlock new users and increase the use of GrabGift itself in Indonesians. And last but not least, on how we can leverage GrabGift into bigger partnerships, brand campaigns. So this is like the 4 core marketing strategy or pillar that we always do in Grab. And now, to give you a context and also the concrete example, let's zoom in on Ramadan. GrabGift historically has seen spikes in sales during Ramadan and Hari Raya period. So Ramadan and its essence and principle revolves around generosity, connection with loved ones, and caring for people, right? And this ties well with GrabGift from both functional and meaning perspective, especially in Southeast Asia. And to be specific, for Indonesia, because we do have 86% populations that are Muslim. That gave us a really, really big market size for Ramadan. Because like Indonesia, it's home for world's largest Muslim majority nations, right? We have 270 million plus people in Indonesia. It is still a largely untapped market for Grab gifts and for Grab. And that's why this Ramadan season will be a key period to grow GrabGift's user database. With this huge market potential, we are creating 3 Ramadan objectives. So the first one, of course, driving sales. In every company, right? We are going to sales and profit. The second one, the second important thing is increasing our user database, which we are targeting our Grab users that haven't used GrabGift, as well as non-Grab users. And lastly, on building affinity with GrabGift to familiarize users to the joy of GrabGift experience itself. But then there is one important aspect that we are missing in this campaign. Let me ask you another question. Can you guys point out like what is missing? I do still have like another 50K GrabFood vouchers for the right answers. Can you type it right away on the chat box? Like what are the things that we are missing in this 3 Ramadan objective? Don't be shy. I'm still waiting. Nobody wants a free GrabFood vouchers.
Come on, anyone wants to get the voucher? Please type your answer on the chat box. We're still waiting.
Okay, let me change the rules. For the first one who type it, I'm going to give it right away, even though it is wrong or right. Just type it if you like. Okay. Oh, it's Renard. THR. All right. Free 50K vouchers for you. Okay, I'm going to give it after this event. So actually, what's missing in this Ramadan objective is the digital innovations itself. So if we are giving the general experience of digital gifting, it won't be a snowball effect and giving a unique experience, right? It's just a normal gift that shifted into a digital gifting. That's why, enhancing our current digital vouchers, we are innovating the experience with our augmented reality gift. So I'm going to show you this video. Okay, so I hope you guys get the glimpse of what is the augmented reality for GrabGift itself. It is new, it is unique, and we are one of the first company who implemented this as the gifting experience. So we are creating two sets of AR for fasting period, where you can give encouragement to your colleagues or your family during fasting, or Idul Fitri messaging for Hari Raya. So instead of users just receiving a typical digital vouchers, they can have some additional experience as well with this GrabGift AR. So let me play this video one more time. So you can scan it and show the animations anywhere you like. So for example, like this one, right? Semangat ya puasanya, you can send it on your living room, and then you kind of like Abang Grab giving you, having the experience of Abang Grab giving you the Grab gift and also the Grab food on the paper bag. One important message here. So the implementation of this digital innovations and also this AR need to be backed up with a strong marketing plan as well. That's the second core things that you can't left behind. As we are targeting new set of market segmentation as well, educating new market on a new way of gifting, we need a digital buzz, a big awareness motions that so people can aware about this Grab gift and also this AR, right? So we are utilizing most of all digital platform, even though paid ads, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, and also engaging with several top KOLs, such as like Gilang Samiaji and another KOL in TikTok or also in Instagram, to give a digital buzz and also giving the example of what is actually Grab Gift and also how to use it. And perhaps some of you questioning, right? Okay, you see the product, you see the innovations, you see on how we expose it on our digital platform. Now the question is, what are the results? Is it working or is it not working in implementing this one? So turns out after more than 1 month implementing this Ramadan campaign from 1 April to May 8, 2022, we saw quite a high significant impact. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that this GrabGift Ramadan AR only implemented in Indonesia, across market in Southeast Asia. So we are kind of like one of the first to implement this in Indonesia and implementing this Ramadan AR to be a pilot project as well in Southeast Asia. If you see this chart from other Southeast Asia market, the blue line, we are hitting the highest new visitors for our GrabGift Tiles visit starting from April to May. And for other market that not implementing this augmented reality, they're just doing a typical digital vouchers campaign. We see that a declining of visitors, even though there's like a spike, but then it is not as high as Indonesia. Not only from the visitor standpoint, but we saw 22% new user growth with 23% order incremental for total GrabGift orders. And that's impacting our daily transaction as well. We are growing 25%. So in total, with implementing the right digital innovations and also backing it up with the right marketing plan, we can kind of like grow double digit for all aspect and also growth point that we want to tap in. So I've summed up 3 key success factors from this Ramadan campaign example. The first one is on the actual valuable need, where we are giving the new innovative way, right? From giving a traditional quote unquote like Ramadan ang pao, then we are kind of like shifted into a digital gifting. The second point is on how we incentivize the users using promo to drive quick purchase behavior to our users. Let's incentivize the users. And last point, with the implementation of digital innovation via augmented reality, we are giving additional value for our customers in using Grab Gift as the Ramadan gift and creating a social engagement. So, yeah, I think that this will be my last slide. I hope that I'm not presenting it too fast. But I think before I finish my presentation, I do have one more video for us to watch. Let's watch it together.
Pak, besok masih butuh saya?
Coba kita lihat besok ya.
Ya, selanjutnya.
Kita memang bukan pahlawan. Urat nadi kita bukan kawan. Nyali pun hanya bermodal iman. Kita hanya percaya, jikapun zaman memaksa, ribuan cara akan kita coba.
Om, bunga om.
Mungkin sekarang, baru ini yang kita bisa. Dan jika esok dunia menentang, kita akan tetap jadi pembangkang. Kita orang yang percaya. Hidup memang tak semanis dongeng. Tapi kita juga percaya selama ada nafas, segalanya akan kita libas.
So to end up my presentations, I would like to say that Grab is part of a number of the first technology startup in Southeast Asia and also in Indonesia. And of course, I believe we will not stop innovating. And I also hope that what I say will help you understand the importance of utilizing the right technology and digital innovations in order to keep agile and surviving these uncertain situations. And to inspire all of you to continue working for a greater Indonesia using technology and innovation for good. So yeah, Percaya to Indonesia, that is our newest campaign. Thank you so much for your time. I think I'm gonna give it away the floor back to Bang Raini. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Kak Yohanes, for the fruitful sharing. And we sure that all of you here are still amazed with the innovations that created by Grab. And should you have any question or comment, kindly write on the chat box, or you can also ask directly to Kak Yohanes Sidi by raise your hand emoji, or you can also ask me to read out your question or comment. Is there any question or comment now? Let me check. Well, not yet. So I'm gonna use this opportunity to ask you first, Kak Yohanes. Well, I really I'm quite curious about the condition now that the pandemic is almost over, since our president had already declared that that we are allowed to put off our masks on the public space. So how about the condition of the consumer behavior during our post-pandemic? I mean, like they have already adapt with the culture of digital. Will they just get slide back into the old culture of any kind of business interaction, or they will stay on the digital track? Thank you.
Sorry, my connection is kind of like breaking. Can you repeat the questions just now?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. I would like to know about your perspective on the post-pandemic consumer behavior since because we already facing the pandemic for 2 years, and I think people are adapt to the technology culture, digitalizing on every business. And how about the post-pandemic situation? Will they just get back into the routines, the old routines before pandemic, or they will stay on the digital innovation? Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think in my opinion, this pandemic situations help our countries to accelerate the digital adoptions, especially perhaps like on the previous generations, right? The older generations, because like before pandemic, there is no urgency, right? There is no urgency for like our parents, for example, our mom and dads to download Grab and then order foods from Grab Food, right? Because like they can go right away to supermarket, purchase food there, or purchasing like fruits and so on, and then cook it right away at their home, right? But then with this lockdown, PPKM, they are being pushed to adapt and then order it from Grab Food. Like for example, like my mom, even though his son working in Grab, she never download Grab. But she
Okay.
but thank God for this pandemic situation. She's like being pushed to download it, and then now she can't stop ordering Grab Food. So like for example, like I've been working from home like almost 2 years, right? Like almost like after two every 2 hours there's gonna be like abang Grab uh ordering, like giving us like additional snack or so on. So I think like this pandemic situations kind of like bringing positive vibes for Indonesian as well. And I don't think that they're gonna go back to their past behaviors, because like they already feel the easiness, right, in using all the digital adoptions that currently happening. So yeah.
Yeah, right. They get used to it. Yeah,
Which is a
okay.
good thing.
Thank you so much for the perspective. And we have several questions here. Let me
Okay.
check. Okay, the first one from Muna Kansa Nabila. Are you here? So maybe you can ask Kak Yohanes by yourself. It's okay to talk in Indonesia. Muna Kansa Nabila. Halo Nabila. Are you there? Okay, I'm just gonna read it out. Kak, bagaimana mempertahankan customer untuk tidak beralih ke kompetitor? Di mana yang kita tahu bahwa di Indonesia lebih suka membandingkan satu harga dengan yang lainnya. Well, nice question. Thank you, Nabila.
Indeed, it is a really nice questions. So yeah, as you know, right? Like Indonesians love to compare prices, and we also have like a lot of applications in Indonesia. So it's kind of like quite hard to compete to each other. But if we only depends on the pricing points, we won't survive, and it won't be ended, right? It's gonna be like a snowball effect. Whoever give a bigger promo, then customer will move there. The core perspective, or the core things that you need to realize in competing to each other is on your service and on your service excellence. So for example, you're using GrabCar and then you already feel like it's really convenient using GrabCar, right? All the car is really clean and it's really easy for you to use the applications, and then also the driver is really nice to you. Then sooner or later, the users won't move to another applications, because like they're already being comfortable with those excellent services, right? So I think like that's the core target that we are kindly implementing right now as well. Instead of just giving a bigger promo to the customers, but how we can give a service excellence, a bigger, a better service to our customers. Hopefully it answered your questions, Nabila.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Yohanes, and thank you, Nabila, for the question. It's really insightful. And the second question, we move to second question from Raffi Rizky Fahrezi. Hello, Raffi, are you there? You want to ask by yourself? Raffi? Okay, I'm going to just read it. Well, Kak Yohanes, I have a question, but
Mhm.
this is a bit out of topic. How
All right.
can we use Grab Wheels in a Grab apps? Because I didn't find the Grab Wheels menu.
Yes, unfortunately, we can't order Grab Wheels again right now through our applications or tiles, right? It used to be like there, but right now, we kind of like approaching the offline engagement. So probably you're gonna see like Grab Wheels on the several offline events or offline places instead of ordering via online of Grab Wheels. We're kind of like focusing more into another verticals like Grab Car, Grab Food, Grab Mart, and so on.
Okay. Thank you. I hope it answer your question, yeah, Raffi. Well, moving on to another question. We have a lot here, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me read. Does the THR or digital gift also help to increase digital economy, or it just help user to sending their gift to others? I mean, the Grab can involve the small medium enterprises, especially during this pandemic. A lot of them lies their business operational using digital. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions. The direct answer is totally 100% yes. Because like in doing a digital gifting, people usually tend to adapt the digital e-wallet as well, right? So in
Yeah,
order to
right.
give a digital gifting, they need to put their, for example, like credit card, debit card to other applications or activate their e-wallet. So it's gonna be directly impacting the digital economy. That's the first one. And then the second one, it will give a direct impact to our small medium enterprise businesses as well, especially in Grab. Because like every time you guys use the Grab the applications, it will give additional economy impact to all of our merchants. We do have a lot of new merchants coming, especially these past 2 years during the pandemic, right? For example, like uh, ibu-ibu selling siomai from their home, for example, they doing an onboarded merchants on Grab apps, those kind of small, medium businesses being pushed to use our platform. And with the help of you guys ordering via Grab Food, it will give economy impact to our OMKM as well, small, medium business enterprise.
Okay, right. So, in the other hand, it also helped the Indonesian getting better during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the question. Moving on. Oh, I forgot to mention the name Berton Simanulang. Thank you, Berton, for the question. Moving on to next question from Arfi Hazami. What are your opinions about the future of this digital technology innovation, especially in Indonesia? Unfortunately, I haven't found some news. I have found some news in the internet. There is a lot of resistances to develop this business, including for the revenue of its own company. Could the digital technology in Indonesia develop as good as another country like in USA? And what are the differences in developing digital technology between in Indonesia and the other countries commonly for the company?
All right, that's a pretty long question, but I hope I can answer that one. Well, if you ask me, what are my opinion in the future of digital economy? I mean, digital technology adoption in Indonesia, it's growing there. I mean, we are not as fast as another countries, unfortunately, even though with this pandemic situations, but we are growing there. If the questions whether we can be as good as another countries, for example, like USA and another countries, and the answer is yes. But then whether it's going to be happening for the next 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, I'm not sure. But then I think with the current government, with the current digital, like you can see, right? startups coming pretty much right now in Indonesia. It's growing super fast in Indonesia. All the fintech technology, all the e-wallet is coming. So I think like we're getting there. We are on the good track, but then we do have to get accelerations from our government as well in order for us to keep up with another countries. So if the question is whether we're going there, then the answer is yes. But then whether we can be as fast as another countries, I'm not sure because I'm not Pak Jokowi. But then, yeah, I think we're going there.
Okay, so it's just a matter of time, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, well, moving on. Thank you so much, Kak Yohanes, for the answer. I hope it answer your question, yeah, Arfi. And then moving on to the next question from Calvin Martinus. Why doesn't Grab provide its own payment method to attract users? Well, nice
Well, we
question.
we do have OFO, right? OFO is our family right now. It's already our family. We do have a different father, but then we are on the same family right now. So that's our payment method.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, Kak Yohanes Calvin. I hope it answers your question, yeah. And then moving on to Nuraini Rona Konita. Hello, I hope you hear, yeah. I hope you hear my voice. Can GrabFood use split payments, such as some using OVO and the rest is using cash?
So unfortunately, right now we don't have the capability of splitting the payments, but I think like we're going there. Right now, we can split between the promo codes and also the payment method, right? But then in order to split the payment, I think I'm gonna take it as a feedback. We're not yet having these features, but hopefully in the futures.
Oke, thank you, Rona. Ditunggu ya, soon it will launch.
Hopefully.
Okay, moving on to the next question from Wasita Anggara. What is the Grab strategy? Because the pandemic seems to be an endemic right now. How about Grab, which has developed technology during pandemic? It is used when the pandemic is over. Will it use to when the pandemic is over?
Well, I think the core strategy of our business is about the agility as well, right? So I think
Right.
I'm pretty confident on how we can be agile and also adapt with the post-pandemic and also endemic situations. Because like perhaps some of you already know about GrabMart as well, right? So GrabMart, as before a pandemic situation, we don't have GrabMart, but GrabMart is
Okay.
being born during the pandemic situation because of we realized that ibu-ibu need to buy their groceries, right? They can't
Right.
go to supermarket and then they can't go to, for example, like Indomaret and all the small retail shop. So we created GrabMart, and I think like GrabMart will stay there because like people already used to purchasing groceries via GrabMart as well, right? It's really easy. If you're craving for apple or orange, you can purchase it right away on GrabMart. So I think that's kind of the example of how we are keeping agile and also adapting to the situations.
Okay, so besides the people also get used to it and now rely on it. Okay, thank you, Wasita Anggara, for the question. Kak Jessie, do we still have time to read another question?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, another question from Dustin Riyadi. Hello, Dustin Riyadi. Are you there? You want to read your own question directly to Kak Yohanes? Hello? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna read it. Well, still shy apparently. What are the Grab ways to compete the lead startup transportation? As we know that some application is rise up with cheap price. I'm sorry. So also how to lead in some remote area in Indonesia.
I think as I mentioned earlier, it's not all about the pricing point, right? It's also about the services and also the comfortability of the users using our services. So I think like the main ways is to compete via our excellent services. That's the first one. Besides giving any cheap prices, do this promo or cheap price is important? Yes, it is for Indonesians, but I think we need to calculate it based on our target campaigns or also like our profitability as well, right? And then if you're asking about how to lead in some remote area in Indonesia, right now we are keep expanding. We are doing mass recruiting as well for our driver partners to give them another options in this pandemic situations, right? Because like some of them being laid off from their companies, for example, during this pandemic situation. So I think we are giving another way of opportunity for them to generate additional income for their family through our platform.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kak Yohanes, for the answer. I hope it answers your question, yeah, Dustin. And then moving on to another question from Ryan Zo Fadila. I hope I spell your name good in a good way. I'm sorry if I make mistake. Hi, good day to you, sir. I would like to ask about our data privacy, since Grab has all our data about our consumer behavior, etc. While we using where we using the application, could you please tell us about how do you protect our personal data on such matter?
All right. Perhaps I can't run through a full detail about this data privacy, but I can assure you that because like we do have our another specific team handling this data privacy. So we do have a data privacy team, which they are in charge of saving all of your data and also encrypting it. Because like for example, the really simple example, when you're using Grab services, when for example that Bang Reni ordering GrabFood, right? And then you want to
Yes,
contact your drivers
of course.
or your driver want to contact you.
Yeah.
Then it will call you through the applications, right? It's not like calling you through directly to your phone numbers.
Yes.
Because like we are gonna encrypt your phone numbers so the driver won't know your phone numbers as well as encrypting the driver's phone numbers. So the users won't know the phone numbers of the drivers. So why we do this? It is fully because we understand the data privacy itself. Because like phone number is really important, right? It's our data, it's our privacy. So we are committing to that. That's why different with other platforms, we are kind of like being a middleman of your of driver and also the users. So hopefully with that, we are kind of like decreasing the possibility of data breach and so on.
Okay, so in other words, we have to make sure that the number that we are using to communicate by number and the number that we are registering to the Grab is the same number, basically, right?
Correct. Yes, please do.
Okay, thank you so much, Fadila, for the
Yep.
question. It's indeed a good one. And then, okay, from Sherlyn Felicia. Hello, Sherlyn. There are two questions here.
Yeah.
Yang pertama, apakah Ramadan objektif Grab terlaksana dengan sebagaimana mestinya? Apakah ada setback dalam menjalankan Ramadan objektif ini? Kalau ada, bagaimana cara Grab mengatasinya? Yang kedua, bentar Kak, sorry.
Okay.
Yang kedua, saat Lebaran, pastinya banyak driver yang off untuk mudik. Bagaimana cara Grab mengatasi kekurangan driver? Okay.
All right. The first one is about Ramadan objective here. If the question is whether it is successful or not, yes, it is. As I mentioned to you, right, the growth is significantly double digits. So the management is really happy about the result. If the question whether it can be better or not, and the answer is yes. Because like we see that every time we finish the campaigns, we do have the learnings analytic as well, right? So I think like we do have certain points that we wanna improve in the next campaigns. And then the other question, is there any setback, right? in doing
reciprocate.
the Ramadan objective? The answer is yes. That's all about time. You know, right? In startups, and we're not startup anymore, but then in this situations, the competition is really high. We are tend to apa ya? What do we call it in English? Like bangun candi dalam satu hari. Because
Yes.
like we know, right? The competitors usually chef their campaign right away. For example, that we wanna do this one campaign A, and then all of a sudden we know that tomorrow this competitors will do the same campaign as us.
Okay.
Then at the same time, we need to be agile and also shift our campaigns to be better than them. So I think like that's kind of like a setback that we're kind of facing every time we do our campaigns. But yeah, that's quite a normal thing to do.
Okay, thank
Another
you.
question is about driver, right?
Ya, kekurangan driver during the mudik.
I think the same implementations as our example that I mentioned about the power of data in Grab Indonesia, the Grand Indonesia just now. So we're kind of like increasing their incentive or their fare. That's to trigger the driver to take the Grab services and also deliver the services. So, for example, that I can't disclose the exact numbers, but then, for example, that we give them like 2 times higher fare before Ramadan and also after Ramadan. So I think that's kind of like a trigger as well for them to keep staying in Jakarta, hopefully, and also like keep using Grab services. So when you guys order Grab food during Ramadan, there's a driver there pick you up.
Oh, okay. So actually, this question also piqued my curiosity. And how about if they move to another city?
Yep.
Are they also able to activate the untuk tetap mencari penumpang di tempat lain? Are they also able to do that?
Yes, because like we are applicable through nationwide, right?
Oh,
So
okay. Thank you so much. Just answering my curiosity. Well, moving on to another question from William. Thank you, Kak Yohanes, for the presentation. The geofencing feature is really interesting. It is really helpful in this pandemic situation. There is a situation that I concern to. How Grab monitors and ensures that the driver to follow the health protocols like wearing the face mask, because sometimes we can see the driver are not wearing face mask while driving.
yeah, I think I can't really speak in details because like there is like another team handling this as well. But then what I know is that we do have like a regular check-in with our driver as well. So usually that's to manage the cleanness and also the hygienity of our driver and also the car. That's the first one. And then the second one, we kind of like rely on you guys as well. Because like every time you use our services, there's gonna be like a star and also like a feedback, right? That we are really encourage you guys to give to us. So when we receive a report, for example, like this driver didn't wear their mask or the car is kind of like smelly and so on, we kind of like right away give an actions 1 times 24 hours to give like a better services after that. So I think like that's the two things that we kind of can do in preventing this kind of situations.
So the passengers can report if they find the driver or not wearing mask, right?
Please do, and please give a star to our drivers.
Okay, thank you, William, for the question. I hope it answers your question, yeah. And moving on to Shan Hadi. Good afternoon, Mr. Yohanes. I have a question for you. How long to fix some bugs in mobile system? Like some customer can top up the credit, for example.
Okay. I'm so sorry I can't answer this question. So I don't know actually. That's fully depends on the tech team, and I think it depends on the bug itself. So yeah, so sorry, Sean. I don't have the answer right now.
Thank you, Sean. Anyway, and about the next question,
We do have really lot of questions, right?
Yeah, a lot of questions. It's like your presentation are so interesting.
Hopefully. I think we can give away like another vouchers, right? If you can read the questions to me directly. Kasihan ba
Okay.
ini bacain satu-satu.
That's okay. That's okay. Moving on to where I got lost. From Juan Febrian. Hello, Mr. Sidi. I'd like to ask regarding the digital technology that Grab used to differentiate itself from its competitors. Is there any specific or unique technology in like all of Grab services, not only the Grab Gift service, like PER or Grab Gifts? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that Grab Protect, customer mapping, and so on is also implemented by the competitors with a bit of twist. If it's not confidential, could you please explain and to give insight in regards to the digital technology that is unique used by Grab?
All right, thank you for the questions. The first answer about this, about the unique of technology, the AI also the one that kind of like unique different with the competitors. If you guys realize, we do have a Just Tip as well. So in our tiles, we do have Grab Just Tip. So in order to tackle all services beside GrabMart and GrabFood, if you wanna, for example, you wanna buy like cat rumah di toko sebelah, which is they're not registered to our Grab merchants, right? You can use Just Tip. So it's something like typical Just Tip gitu. Karena
Yes.
in another market also they don't have it because like it's really customized and it's only works in Indonesia because only Indonesian use Just Tip. That really regular. So that's the kind of like specific or unique technology that we're kind of implementing. And if you're asking me about the Grab Protect and customer mapping, yes, for sure, competitors using the same thing. But the question is, who's the first one is implementing this one? So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I
The
think hopefully it's
competition is
answered.
the competition is so tight.
It is.
Yeah, so since we have limited time left, so I just want to ask one more question. I'm sorry for those who hasn't answered yet. And from Puspa Gracela Tambunan, she asked about, she has two questions actually. The first one, the increasing number of drivers using Grabs does not rule out the possibility of the emergence of a probability of having a negative impact on the environment. Are there any absolute plans or steps that Grab will take to reduce the level of carbon emission from vehicle other than providing electric motors? And besides geofencing, is there anything else about Grab technology that pays attention to the health result of drivers, such as lung health due to the intensity of the carbon exposure? Thank you.
Oh wow, that's a really tough last question.
Yes.
All right. So the first answer about the impact of the environments, we do really committed in giving the greener impact to our environment. We do have Grab for Good, if you know. That's all the green initiative. You can Google it after this. I can't break down to you one by one. But yes, as you mentioned, we are implementing electric vehicles, right? The Grab electrics for car and also motors. I think that's one of the concrete plan that we're currently having because one of the tough decision is that in Indonesia, people love to commute a lot, right? And then in order to tackle that demand, we need to supply them with the great transportations. So that's why implementing electric vehicles, that will be the right things to do for now. And then if you know as well, to be specific in Jakarta, ada yang tahu aplikasi Jaklingko?
Yes.
Ada yang pernah pakai? Right? Now, if you open Jaklingko, for some of you didn't know, it's something like full integrated transportation commuting applications, right? First mile and last mile. So for example, from your house, you can use for example, like Grab car, and then you use MRT on the business central, and then you use LRT and so on, right? And then we are the first transportations company who integrated with Jacklinko as well. That something concrete implementation as well from us, that we're kind of like integrating all the public transportation services. So instead of like you're using your own car or your own motorcycles, you can right away use this Jacklinko application, which is giving you the integrated first mile and also last mile experience, right? So I think hopefully with those kind of implementation, it can help to reduce the emission as well. Because like you are using public transportation instead of using your own transportations.
Well,
Yeah.
good, good.
Does that answers the questions?
Yeah, it should. Yes, thank you so much for the question, Puspa Gracela. And thank you for the insightful answer. Have a nice day, sir. Yes, thank you, thank you. And we arrived to the end of this event, but before that, I would like to wrap up our meetings today. I'd like to remind again, as quoted from your presentation today, that there are 3 key success for we actually rely on the valuable need of the consumer, and we also create the social engagement with by using the digitalized platform that we can use, such as augmented reality. So to wrap up today's event, I would like to hand back this screen to our master of ceremony today, Kak Jessie.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Anggreni, for leading the discussions. I believe we still have time for one more questions, maybe for Venusians who want to talk directly to Kak Yohanes, maybe. Is there anyone want to just ask your question directly?
Yes, please raise your hand.
Yes, we still have time. So please use this chance to talk to Kak Yohanes, because you won't meet him anywhere beside this session. So yeah. Maybe anyone?
Anyone, please raise your hand so the committee will unmute you so you can ask directly to Kak Yohanes.
I still have like 50K vouchers though.
Oh, that's oh.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Juan Febri, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Hi, Juan.
Please ask your question to Kak Yohanes.
Okay, continuing my question before, you said that Grab is the first one using several technology. My question is that why being the first one is actually that important? What's the impact of being the first one who used that kind of technology comparing to the competitors? Thank you.
Thank you for the questions, Juan. I think being the first meaning that we are setting the bar. That's the first thing to be remembered. And then the second thing, being the first one, giving us more time to learn more on the market itself. So it is faster for us to get the feedback from the clients, from the consumers, and it is giving more time for us as well to being better, to give better solutions to the market as well. So I think, yeah, that's the importance why we are really pushed to become the first one in implementing any technology. Thank you for the questions though.
Thank you, Juan, for the question. I hope it answered your question, yeah?
Yeah, if you guys have another questions, you can just contact me via LinkedIn or Instagram. You can follow me as well.
Yes, of
No,
course.
I'm just joking.
Of course. Maybe Kak Jessie, ada satu lagi yang mau tanya.
Yeah, I think we still have time. Another 5 minutes. I think that's okay.
Okay. George, right? George Samuel.
Yes. Yes.
Hello there. You can ask
Hi.
your question now.
Yeah, to Johannes, I want to ask about what makes Grab different with other competitor, because I feel like their competitor have the same system with Grab also. Thank you.
What? Sorry. What are the difference of what? Sorry.
What makes the Grab different with other competitor? Because I mean, like the other competitors have the same system like Grab. I mean,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, probably the services or the type of the services, it's kind of like the same, right? But then what I can give a differentiate to our customers, I mean like Grab give the differentiate to the customers is on the consumer journey itself. So when you realize you open like several applications, which giving you the same services, it's different, right? The user experience in opening the applications and the journey of ordering it, it's kind of like different between each applications. So we kind of like tackling a specific feedback or a specific demand from the market who want to experience and give for us to giving the best experience in ordering our services. So I think again, back to how we can give like excellent services to our clients, that will be a differentiate. Because like for now, it's really hard to find the one originality and also the one thing that not being copied or being used by another team or another competitors, right? So how we can compete with them, it's giving them a better experience and also the most excellent services. Hopefully it answered your questions.
Hello, George. Hopefully it answers your question, yeah. Okay. I almost forgot. That we have to choose the winner of the vouchers that you already mentioned before. Maybe we can take a look together to the chat box. Who will get the best question? There are 3 more vouchers, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, I will let you to choose.
Oh, me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, really? Hold on. I forgot the questions too. There's this one tough questions. I think, the last questions before
Puspa,
that's,
right?
I think so, yeah. It's
Yeah,
about the
geofence
environment and so on. Yeah, that's a
environment.
really tough questions. Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
going to choose that one.
Okay, Puspa Gracela. Congratulations.
And then the other two will be the one who asked the question just now. I think Juan and I forgot the
Juan
other one.
and George, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so
congratulations,
guys, for Puspa, Juan, and George. Okay, thank you so much, Kak Yohanes. We'll hand back this screen to Kak Jessie.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Anggreni, for leading discussions. Venusians, that marks the end of the sessions. Thank you so much for your kind attention and contribution to the discussion. On behalf of Venus University and the organizing committee, allow me to express the most sincerest gratitude to our speaker, Kak Yohanes, for delivering such an insightful presentation. There are so many things that we learned today, and once again, thank you so much, Kak Yohanes. But before we conclude the sessions, I'm inviting everyone to turn their camera on and join us on a group photo with our speaker. Kak Fajar will help us with the photo session today. So to Kak Fajar, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Jessie. So everyone, please look at the camera and give your best smiles. I'll take 2 screenshots, all right? So the first one, I'll take the main page. So 1, 2, 3, awesome. Once again, the gallery view. So if you can, join us with your camera on. All right, now 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Jessie, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Fajar, for helping us for the group photo sessions. Well, we have now arrived at the end of the sessions. Once again, thank you so much to Kak Yohanes and Ms. Anggreni for creating such a valuable learning experience for all of us this afternoon. You may leave the room anytime. And also congratulations to all the vouchers winners. And well, Venusian, it's been a wonderful session. I hope you all enjoyed the session as much as we did. Now, on your screen, you have the link to the exit ticket So please complete all the information required there. And I also want to remind you that the exit ticket is required to record your attendance and also to claim your SAD points. So yeah, don't forget to fill in every information needed in the form. Once again, thank you so much everyone for joining us in this beautiful afternoon. I'm Jessie Valencia, your host, signing off. Have a great day and bye.